All right, Happy New Year's Eve, as the title mentioned. Hope everybody's doing well. Still a bit under the weather. I've got this something that is just lingering. Went out last night, which may or may not have been the best idea, but that's how it goes. We'll be doing similarly tonight, so we'll see how that goes. All right, this is 1, 2, 3, turn 4, according to the rapid run of a 10-turn game, which takes place in or around Talavera. This is Cerro de Medellin. So let's get started. Just run through a couple of turns here, and then I have to prepare for tonight's festivities. So I wanted to say hi to everybody first. We will start with the attack orders. We have French 3 and British 2. So the British 2 will go. British 2 consists of 2nd Brigade. The 2nd Brigade is the foot guards over yonder, who actually we should have rolled to change orders. Let's do that real quick, because I want to change, we'll come back to this, I want to change the orders for these guys for sure, and I still can't. So that's my third attempt failed. And I want to change the orders for these guys as cavalry group, because they both have maneuver orders. I want to change those to attack orders 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But he can pull from the commander-in-chief, so they are good to go. All right, finally. I'll change that to an attack order. And then for the British, they too have a couple maneuver orders they want to change, that being for the cavalry specifically. Those guys there, order value of 3, 1 die 10, only makes an 8. So they're stuck still. And these guys here, that should be it. And yes, it is, with an order value of 3 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 axes of commander-in-chief, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they can change. So they are now under an attack order rather than a maneuver order. Okay, now we can go with foot guards over here who cannot move because they don't want to change from line to column. And we only have one group in range. Well, one group within range of 2, so we'll fire accordingly. That's going to be, if I remember correctly, possibly a die roll modifier of 8. We'll add it up. So +3 for the foot guards. Full strength makes 7. Firing at a unit in column makes 9, according to my math. So double check. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should have that. We'll see what happens. 5, 6, 9 from 6 is negativity, so we do have that. We want 2 or less. And what is the result? We fought for a stinking morale check. That is +4 morale check. We'll go ahead and roll that up for 1st Brigade, who has a morale of 4. 8, 9, 10, 11. The 4 is going to be canceled out because of the -4 penalty. So that's going to be an 8. Still full strength, so 9, 10, 11. He has passed it. We don't even have to get to the other modifiers. Then we'll check this guy here. Again, same deal. It's going to be -9, which is a hell of a thing. Rolled an 8, so he's definitely got that as well. With a combat result of... Dun, dun, dun. I lost my charts. Why did I lose my charts? Where are all the charts? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Probably going to get some intermittent noise here. I don't know if y'all could hear that or not. That was something outside. Let's see. Disordered. Shaken. wavering, disorganized. That's what he gets. So that's the end of that. And then we have, next would be Unit Group 3 with their attack order. And that's going to be 2nd and 3rd Brigade, consisting of these 4 units here, 3 of which are disordered. So 1, 2, 3 removed, that'll be their action. And it only leaves this unit that can fire. He will do so with probably no, French poor shots. Fill that up for 5. Well, the modifiers are what? He has. Why is this so much trouble here? Okay, I'll start from the top. No fire value. Half strength, so that's 2. Target in line makes 3. 3 from 5 is 2, so we still got it. Just had a brain blip there. All right, 4 on the combat results, which means he'll take a hit, remove a stand, however you care to phrase that. But he stays put and is not shaken. Next, we deal with, that was 2, 3, and 6. Looks like the 6s have it, so that'll be this unit here, which is 1st Brigade. These guys, 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll remove his shaken marker for his action. And then this guy will move up. That'll be his action. And that leaves these 3 to fire or change formation. I may change formation. We'll see. So that should be, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, we're going to stay in column and try and charge. They function better, the French, that is, charging in column and firing in line. So we'll cut our losses with the firing here. So that's going to be 2, 3. I think that's it. So -3. We rolled a 4. Still gets a hit, so that's pretty cool. And roll a 1, which is a cruddy morale check. Waste of time. That is for 2nd Battalion. There's morale of 7, foot guards. So very good stuff. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4. Yeah, he's fine. And then we cut to these 2 over here. That should be 1, 2, 3. And rolled a 6, so just barely missed 1 there. And then 1, 2, and 3 as well. Nothing there. Okay. Who's next? 6. We have a 10. Let's take this 10. It is the British 4th Brigade. Is it just the 4th Brigade? Yes. 1, 2, these 2 units here. Nope. Yes. 1 which is shaken. We'll remove that. The other which is not. That'll be his action. He's going to fire. He has taken 1 hit, which will adjust his fire accordingly. So he will have 3 for firing in line. Hold on. What is their fire value? It's 4. Fire value +2. 3, 4, 5. At our cavalry is -6. Pretty good modifier there. And rolled an 8, so yes, needing the 2 or less, we just got the 2. Rolled a 4. Takes a hit. So we only have 2. These are 2 stands of cavalry here, so we've lost half of it. And that's that. Next, we have 16, which is the lowest on the British, and a 15. So we switch back to the French here. We'll eat up an artillery ammo counter and fire with this right here. 1, 2, no, we won't. And why won't we? How is that not in range? 1, 2, 3. Well, fair enough, we won't. He will move instead. Thought sure that was within range, guess not. And that changes to, and we did not expend an ammo marker, so we'll put that back. 15, 16 is cavalry, 1st Brigade. Moving or firing is not something we're interested in at this moment, so they're done. Back to 17. I saw 17, which is cavalry. Same deal here. Or rather, yes, here. Don't care to move or fire, can't fire, so that's done. Actually, no. Yeah, let's keep it that way because I wanted to keep lanes of fire open for the artillery, so we'll leave that. To number 20 is the final attack order. Number 20 is British with 3rd Brigade, which is these 3 units here. That guy back there can't do much of anything, but these 2 can fire, which they will do. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the attack value? 5, 6, 7, 8. So -8 on a 2 dice 6 rolls an 11. We just missed it, and then -8 here. On a rolled a 12. He didn't get it either. So with those hefty modifiers, they couldn't pull it off. All right, defender, or rather defending orders. French don't have any. British have 3. Lowest one being the right artillery unit here, which has, oh my lord, column of French infantry adjacent to it. So that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't even know why I'm rolling. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he's got that. And what's the result? Mere morale check. It is a 4 morale check, but it's still a mere morale check. That's on 3rd Battalion. Who has a morale of 4, so that cancels out. And then we go big roll, not big enough, I don't think. We may have failed this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he failed it, so he's shaking. That stinks. He was going to charge in the melee phase. Okay, so that's done. And then 51 and 52. 51 is 5th Brigade, which is right next to him. These 2 units here. We'll go ahead and fire with a fire value of +2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -7. Rolled a 7, so that's the result. The result is what? Another morale check. -4 on who? 2nd Battalion. There's a 4. Rolled a 1. He's done. He's shaking. Nothing good happening there. And then we've got this other group here. We'll be firing with one. Let's see. a fire value of, should I remember this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So -6 on 2 dice 6. Roll a 5. We got a result. Result is what? 5. I feel like a 5 is unit hit must retreat. I can live with that. Let's retreat him back here. And cut to maneuver orders, which we have. Not that we want them, but we do have a few maneuver orders. Nothing we can do anything with, though, because we can't move adjacent to enemy units with a maneuver order. So I do see something I can do. If I swing this unit around here 2 hexes, why? Because they're in column and have a maneuver order, they can move 2 hexes. That puts everybody in 4th and 5th within line of sight firing, that is. And then we have, well, it looks like I've skipped. Let's see if anybody else has anything. Yeah, we still have maneuver order here. We don't care to use. I actually skipped accidentally this artillery unit here. This artillery unit here being this. Let's resolve that and then finish the British defensive order. That is 1, 2, 3 hex range. That's going to be a 1, 2, 3, only a 4? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 minus 5 is, after doing the math, a 4, so that's not good enough. And then finally, this defensive order for leftmost artillery. Take that off there. He has 1, 2. Who are we firing at here? Why would we fire there when we can fire here with better odds, closer range? So that's 2 hex range. 2, 3, 4, minus 5. Roll a 9, so not good enough. All right, that should be it for the fire and movement whatnots. Hey, Eric's Tabletop, how you doing? Happy New Year to you as well. Happy New Year, Wardrobe. Appreciate that. Which battle is this? This is the Battle of St. Louis, Missouri. Battle of Talavera, specifically Cerro de Medellin, which apparently took place on July 28th, 1809 in Spain. And then that should be okay. Thanks for stopping by, fellas. Hope you have a safe New Year. All right, so who wants to charge and conduct melee? And I'm going to mark these so I don't lose track of what's going on. These guys definitely wish to do so. I'm going to hold off on just yet on these two, even though I said I was going to. Let's go ahead and do this. This guy's half strength, so I don't know that it's in my best interest to do that at this point. And they changed the line and just commenced to hanging back and firing. These guys want to see what they can do, even though they're half strength. Then we have these guys cannot because they're shaken. These guys are out of too far away. These guys could. And we can't attack cavalry as infantry in melee, so that's done over there. And then for the British wish to do a thing, and there's going to be a lot of charging to be resolved here, as this entire brigade of cavalry will be charging in kind. Artillery does not conduct melee. Now they can do close range canister fire, which they did, but that can be all they can do. Now, do they have, I don't remember, were they able to change their, ooh, they cannot. They cannot charge because they, if you remember, they were unable to change their maneuver order to an attack order, so that hurts. That hurts the British right there. In fact, the British won't be doing anything. Being either cavalry or infantry in line and having maneuver orders precludes them from doing anything. So it's all up to the French to see what they can do. I need to check one thing before this. When we do this, I always forget. You know, in commands and colors, you can battle back when attacked in melee. When this, if you're attacked in melee, that's it. There's no battle back. You have to order your unit to. All right. Let's just start. Let's go with this unit here. Let's just see what we can do. I can't move there because I'll be out of command if I do that, and I don't really want to move here because that puts me adjacent to the cavalry unit. But such is life. I'd rather be in command. All right. So. Let's see how we can resolve this. This is 1st Battalion, who has a melee value of 0, which is not good. Yet they want to charge, so go figure. All right, melee charge. They are in column versus British in line, so that'll come into play, as you will see. So we have 4 stands, so that's a 4. Per rank, and the attacker is 2, so that's a 6. And then we have for the target per rank in the defending unit, it is line, so that drops to 5. And if the defender is British infantry in line, that sucks for them, which is they are. That goes back up to 6. So we have a -6 modifier on this, and we roll a 4. So good to go. What's the result? Best result we can get. So that was well in their interest to do what they did. Well, lots of interesting things have just happened before your very eyes. You don't even know. Let's see, where is... There we go, and one of these guys, and here we go. Here's what happened. They've become shaken, they've taken a hit, and they have to pull back one. That is what has happened. Let's pull back here. I'll have to check, but I also believe it is mandatory for this French melee unit to take ground into here, or is it? Let me verify that. Confusion again reigns between game systems. Melee. Do we have to take ground? Gain ground. Advance after combat. Do we have to? Siri, do we have to? Okay. Advance after melee combat.
Okay. I found this on the web.
It actually worked.
Advance after combat.
That's awesome. I rarely, if ever, use her, and she actually. Okay. Focus. Infantry cavalry units with defense order. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, must advance. If you have an attack order, which they do, so here's what happens. We advance, but it's fairly precarious looking because after advancing, we have basically surrounded ourselves with British. But that's what we've done, and that's what the rules say to do. So that's what happens. All right, and then I might have to work on these melee rules. I still don't like how 100% how they play out. I still feel like they should be able to battle back. The only reason I'm not allowing it or house ruling it such that they can do so is they did retreat. So they're not battling back if they're running away. So I'll leave that alone. Let's cut to this here. Let's see if they can push them. Make like bulldozers and push them back. Or do I want to? Because now I have 2 units. That'll put 2 units out of command. So no, I can't. Well, I can do that, but that would be silly. So I should have thought that out better. And now they could, or they could. I don't want to move them because that breaks the chain of command and puts these two out of command. So let's go with, gee whiz, let's go with these guys here. Actually, they're out of command. So what do you do? I'm gonna have to mark that. That was worth it, though. I will argue. The end result of that was worth it. That's just how the egg rolls sometimes. All right. Let's go with this, see what happens, and go from there. That is going to be the same brigade, so no melee attack value. Charts. We've got 4 for, no, it's 3 because they took a hit. So 3 stands per rank in the unit. So as in column, that makes it 5. And then the target is in line, so that drops back to 4. But because it's British in line, it goes back to 5. British don't like conducting melee in line. So -5, 2 dice 6 yields nothing. So that was junk. Now I will argue that they can battle back. Now they didn't attack or charge. They're just battling back. They're not just going to sit there and take it, right? So that is battalion, 3rd battalion, 3rd brigade with a melee value of 0 as well, and they're line, so this shouldn't go well for them, but on French's luck, probably will. So 1, 2, 3, 4 stands. In line makes 5. Target is in column. They're actually going to lose a number. It makes 4. So they're only going to get a -4 modifier on this battle back, if you will. And, oh, they just missed it. So roll a 7. 4 from 7 is 3. Need a 2 or less. They just missed it. That's done. Who else? Does everybody do this? Bear with me here. I'm going to go ahead and, this is what the French need to be doing. This is their time to shine. So let's make all this happen. Sitting back and firing is not a winning strategy for the French. It's just not. It works for the British because they've got the modifiers for it, and not for the French. So here we go again. 0 on the melee value. 1, 2, 3 stands attacking. 4, 5. Drops to 4, back to 5, so -5. And re-roll to 4, so we get another result. What do we get? Ah! Love those results. Love me a 6, because same thing that happened to the other unit just happened to this unit. The best possible outcome. We are bulldozing the British backwards. And they won't battle back because, again, they're too busy turning tail to do so. Now, how cool is this? But this puzzle of unit placement now is getting more and more odd. There we go. That's what it says to do. This is all good stuff. Good stuff. So see, it's in the interest of the French to charge. They need to be doing this. What else do we have? Do we want to go ahead? Do we feel lucky that we go ahead and do? Oh my God, let's just go ahead and do this too. Now you can argue, oh, they're out of command. Well, when you start the turn in command, things will happen, but you remain in command regardless throughout the duration of the turn. You're really only out of command. I'll remove that. At the start of the next turn, we'll mark all that. So I would say it's going to be a 5 modifier as well, but he's half strength, so that's going to be different. He's going to be Still 0 melee value, but he's half strength, so that's 2. In column makes 4. Against the line makes 3. It's 4 is his modifier. So 6, 7, 8, 9, no result there. They can battle back. That's going to be 3rd. They also have no melee value, inherent melee value. So it's just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 per rank in the attacking unit turn line. That's 5. It's going to drop back down to 3 because they're attacking in column. So 3 from 7 is not enough. And then we want to do attack with, look at all these attacks. We want to attack here, force these guys into square, and then blow that square to hell with this artillery unit. That's the plan. Anyway, that is, unless they don't have, did they change their, yes they did. They were able to change their maneuver order to an attack order, so yes, we can do that. All right, so now they get to try and form square. How does this work, you ask? Well, it's funny you should ask, because it's something we need to consider. They take a morale test, and we adjust according to the distance from which the charge began, which was here. That makes a 1 hex distance. So let's tally all this up. This unit's morale value is 4th. Their morale value is 5. We roll a die. That's terrible. We rolled a 1. Good for the French, though. So 5. Now we're at 6. 7, 8, 9. We need an 11. Guess what? They didn't make it. They did not form square. That's an automatic success for this charge because it's like a -10 modifier alone, not counting the other modifiers. So what's the end result of all this, you wonder? The end result is a mere morale check. That's so anticlimactic. I hate when that happens. Their morale was, again, 5. That's going to drop to 1 because of the 4 penalty. So 1, morale test. They only rolled a 2. They're not going to pass that morale test. So they are shaken. They're not in square. Which is a shame because we wanted them in square, right? We wanted them in square for the better modifiers than firing artillery at them. Let's just make this a charging melee New Year. Here's what we're going to do next. We're going to charge this artillery group here. Only 2 stands. Typically has 3. So they are short a stand for whatever reason. They can't form square, right? But they can fire, charging at artillery, they can fire once before we get there, right? I'm asking you. Artillery unit cannot attack a melee and have 1 rank if defending in melee. Oh, here's something I've overlooked. An infantry unit fighting in melee while in line formation is automatically disordered at the end of that melee attack. Don't know if that applies to anybody. Let's double check. Then we'll come back to the artillery thing. Any success, that would apply to these guys, yes? And that's it. Okay, so question was, can this artillery group fire at the charging horses? I'm trying to do this as quickly as I can. The cavalry charges on that. Artillery reacting to a cavalry charge. It may fire against a charging cavalry unit if it passes a morale test. Let's see if they pass a morale test. That is, I have a morale of 7, so there's a good chance they will. They rolled a 6. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Any charts? Yeah, they pass, so they can't fire. This could be bad. They'll run out of ammo at this point, which means they can only fire at adjacent units with the lowest value after this. That is a +4 though. 5, 6, -7. And they rolled a 7, so yes, they got a result. What is the result of the result? It is a 4. This is probably 1, 2, 3. Remove the stand. Yep. They lost half their cavalry charging this artillery battery, but they still have half left to finish the charge. So, what is their melee value? And they will have one because they're cavalry. This is line cavalry +2. It is not. That's an automatic success because they can't form square, and it's not cavalry being charged frontally. So what's the result? The result is, again, the best result we could hope for. They were already half strength, actually. I think I overlooked that. But never ye mind, they have been eradicated. Gone with the wind. That unit is done. Seize. Bye-bye. And then, so no battle back because they were obliterated, and they had already fired beforehand. These guys can't charge. They're too far out. He's not doing anything. I would love to charge with these. I can't because they have a maneuver order. That finally leaves. And this could be bad strategy because I'm placing myself again adjacent to the artillery unit. But we're going to attack this unit here. Try and push them back. That is 2nd Battalion. No melee, inherent melee bonus. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's my sheet? Per rank unit is 5. Back down to 4, back up to 5. So -5. And we rolled horribly, so nothing going on there. I think that is it. As far as melee. No, because they can battle back. Let's finish that, and then that's it. All right, so 5th. What can the 5th do? Not much. It's going to be pretty pitiful. It is 3, 4, back down to 2. So all they have is a -2. And I rolled a 6, so you got nothing going on there. They fought in melee, being in line, so as the rules state, they are shaken. Okay, I think, honestly, that's it. Let's move the rabbit down to turn 5. This is officially the halfway point of the scenario. And is there anything else that needs to happen? Let's put these back while I think. Thinking. Is that the extent of the turn? And here. Okay. Anything going on here? No. Yes. Check this. Okay. All right, guys. You are very patient individuals. That is the extent of the turn. Just to verify. Ooh, we got some fireworks starting already. Some years around here, it sounds like Vietnam out there. There's that many fireworks going on. Yep, that's it. Rally phase. Nobody needs a rally because nobody's broken. Now, anybody that is shaken, that gets shaken again, becomes broken, but nobody's broken yet. I'm trying to determine if I want to run through another turn. Is it worth running through another turn? How long has this been going on? 40 minutes. Yeah, well, maybe we'll cut you guys loose. We'll see how I feel tomorrow and see how much of this we can run through. We're halfway through, as mentioned. We got 5 turns left. To recap, we've got some major French advancement with pushing through on the left flank. Didn't go quite as well on the right, namely because we're stuck with this maneuver order we can't change over here. That leaves 4 battalions fairly useless at this point. Luckily, this huge cavalry brigade over here also has the same problem. So it's kind of a matter of who can change their orders first. And again, I talk about this in the last video. It's like, well, why would they not obey orders and do what they're supposed to? Well, you have to use your imagination and consider that potentially, possibly, theoretically, the orders have been delayed. The orders are confusing. The leader here is headstrong and thinks he knows better and refuses to obey orders, whatever. But for whatever reason, we've got issues going on. And we still have, I don't recall what happened here. I feel like something should have happened here, and they have an attack order. So why did nothing happen there? Did I miss something here? Something should have happened there. Why did I resolve that to no end? No, because I don't remember rolling to form square for these guys. It looks like I may have to do something. Anything else? Artillery here was knocked out through a daring, valiant, courageous, brave cavalry charge. So one thing left to do. It looks like for whatever reason, I failed to allow the British 1st Battalion of Brigade of Cavalry to charge. We'll resolve that and then we'll be done for tonight. But before doing so, we need to determine if this French unit can form square. That will be a simple morale check. Simple, he says. Yes, simple enough. With a morale of 4, he rolled a 3, not very good. He probably cannot form square. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is not going to work. They cannot form square. Automatic success. What happens? 6. Not good. The wonderful, joyous result that causes the French to celebrate has been turned against them. They are pushed back. They are shaken. And they have lost a stand. So now they're half strength. Go to 2. I don't know why I didn't resolve this beforehand. These guys will move up. I lost a man. I'll have to glue him back on. I love gluing these guys back on. That's it. All right. End of the show. Again, try and come back tomorrow with some more of this. But thanks for watching. You guys be safe tonight. Happy New Year's. All that good stuff. And we'll talk soon.